Grew them all together.
Hey guys, while you're here, I've got a dude on Twitter that's a bit of a he wants a bit of a chat, but I've been asking him like to make sure with you lot that it's all right that he talks to me. You know, if you met him, Cosmonaut.
Yeah,
Scott. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is he all right for me to have a chat with him? Is he okay to defend the globe?
I thought you know him. I thought you know him already. Don't you know him pretty well?
Does he talk about me a lot? Does he?
No, but I thought Emma came in the other day, and she was saying that you and her and him were having a debate or something.
No, he's always on Twitter. He's one of the Twitter lads. But yeah, I just wanted to make sure because he doesn't seem qualified to me. But if it's all right with you for him to defend the globe, I'll come over.
I mean, I don't know him that well, but I've seen, yeah, sure. I mean,
I think he's got a good general knowledge.
Yeah. Have you got like a separate room over there? Because he won't come over here. So if I go over there,
yeah, I can make you one. Yeah, sure.
Cool.
I can make you one. Yeah. Do you want it to be so that nobody else can get in there, or do you want it to be so other people can come in and listen?
No, everybody can come in and listen. But I mean, it's specifically for him. He's the one that's asking. So
is Veach coming through a little bit?
What are you talking about? Where are you talking about?
Else? Like he sounds like his mic's almost distorted a little bit. Like
sorry, I was. Oh, is it?
Out, Veach. I mean, if you can turn your mic down a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's volume. It's almost like like the sensitivity.
Yeah, I think it's volume. Yeah, it's like just go into your settings and turn your output volume or your input. Well, input sensitivity is essentially a noise gate, so it might be the output volume. Just turn it down.
Yeah, because it's coming through distorted, like a little bit too heavy.
Like Elijah.
Right. So Bev, I mean, are you talking about? He doesn't want to come over here and talk to us.
Yeah, Cosmo won't come. No.
Over in Gem server.
Yeah, he's okay to talk over there in Gem server. That's what he wants.
I just saw a notification that you went live.
Yeah. Yeah, I was just checking.
Over there.
No, I'm here.
You're gonna do a live stream from Gems?
I don't know. It depends with that. If Cosmo comes back, I just wanted to make sure that he's allowed to defend the globe from the boys. You know, he gets permission off
to do anything,
the top lads. Oh yeah, I know, but
simple.
He might end up making the globe look bad, though, mightn't he?
And anyone's allowed to defend the impossible.
Yeah. Well, he's representing. He wants me to go over there, so he can represent Gem's server when he talks to me. I think that's what he wants to do because he's not willing to go anywhere else.
That's your YouTube channel, man. If you want to do a live stream from over there, that's on you, man. I'll listen. I ain't gonna lie. I'll listen. See what happens.
We're setting it up for in the future.
I'm not gonna go over there, but
yeah, you have to go wherever you have to, don't you?
I can go wherever
why
I want
would you
to,
not
but
go
I just
over
don't
there?
want to go over there. Me, I don't know, man. I just don't like it over there. I think they're a bunch of assholes.
Bunch of weirdos over there. Hey, bunch of weirdos over here too.
Yeah. But we're good.
I'll let him know on Twitter.
And nobody needs permission to go to Gems and do live streams from there, or any representative from here. I mean, I would say we're kind of partners, but we're at the same time we're like the total opposite, Gems. It's weird to me. And our purpose here is to meet new people that have questions about why we think the Earth is flat, and answer those questions. We're not necessarily about debate, even though we're not afraid of debate, but we're not going to just debate with the same freaking people for 4 years on end. That's just
Hey, Effie Jedi.
Yep.
Hey, Effie Jedi.
Yeah.
Ask Gem and his server if I can come over there and watch their brains explode.
Well, don't go over there. I'm not going over there to deliver a message from you. Sorry. I never go over there, man. The place is toxic. I've been over there twice.
Wasn't that the first place you arrived to by accident, though?
Yeah. So I went there first. So I was looking for a Discord server, but I ended up going there because I followed Jose from Nathan's server. So went over there. It was, like I said, toxic, and then I found this place, and then I went. I didn't like it there. It's toxic, so I haven't really been back. Just not nice people. The people that I like it talking to kind of come over here most of the time anyway, so there's no skin off my nose if I don't talk to other people that are just idiots.
It's really funny because you're not the first person that's happened to. We've had other flat earthers that I've known them from YouTube, and they were trying to find this place, so they're looking for Discord servers, and they found Gems first because his would pop up first, but I guess or whatever. I don't know. They would come across his first always. And they'd go in there and get raped. You know, they did this with the guy told me, he's like, dude, I went in there and I got fucking raped. Like, they fucking cursed at me. They called me a flat tard. Other people were debating me. Some were making fun of me. He's like, I just ended up leaving and I was going to quit Discord, but then I found this one. I was like, good. I was like, a lot of people have had that same experience. Not a lot, but a couple. At least a couple, three. You know, have had that experience that told me the same thing.
You know what? I mean, for the most part, I think when people type in, I just checked someone in tonight that said that they typed in Flat Earth Discord in Google and found our Discord right away. So
Well, the easiest way to find us is definitely the live stream. I was checking the invites yesterday, and Helio, you have the most invites, and that's because everyone's coming through the live stream. Your invite has the most from the one that you're using on YouTube.
Nice. How many people have we got on the server now, Jose?
Close to 6,000. I'll check the exact number, but it's pretty close to 6.
Pretty cool, man.
Just having this nice refresh.
Yeah, it's about 5,579 people. We're like about 430 away from 6K.
Well, that's some resolution right there.
Yeah.
6K.
We're approaching
a
a
revolution joke.
approaching the 5 figures there. 5 figures, 30 boosts. We're going to be a real server here eventually. Oh man.
We actually went over the boost, dude. 2 people boosted after we hit 30. Like I went because I saw we were at 29 and I already had boosted. I was like, fuck it, I want those perms because I know that we can use 100 MB. The quality gets better. I'm like, what's another $5? And since I've already had boosted, it actually didn't even charge me $5. It only charged me $2.75 or something. So it was actually cheaper.
So you can stack your own
Yeah,
boost.
you can stack your boost. So if you boost the server more than once, it gives you discounts. So I boosted. Yeah, so I boosted, right? And then after I boosted, Sassy boosted, and then Emma boosted today this morning.
That charges every month though, right?
Yeah, so don't we get an animated icon now?
We've always had that. You just have to hover over it and it moves. That's actually that's the easiest one to get. That's level 1. We've been having that. You just have to hover over it so it moves.
Now we get some kind of cool banner.
I could have sworn there's one where you don't have to be hovering over it and it moves. Because I've had that happen in my thing, but maybe it's just because I clicked on it the most recently, maybe.
Here's the thing, like our banner can move, but I like if anyone's interested, I don't know how to Photoshop, I don't know how to make a banner, like a good one where it's like has movement. But
I do. The problem is I asked you for it. Remember I asked you for it like months ago? Did anything happen? No, it's because I'm so busy. I'm like, yeah, send me that photo, and I'm entirely thinking of doing something with it, right? And then it just doesn't materialize.
Yeah, we gotta put our head into it. If we can get together and find an actual good image for a background and someone can make some movement on it, we could do it. We just gotta put our head into it and time.
Time is the fire in which we burn.
Oh, I love that line from Star Trek Generation.
Time is also an independent variable. If you guys haven't noticed, I'm just messing.
I was going to unmute myself to ridicule you then, but I'll put myself back on you. I love it when people say time. That can be bent and manipulated and used in science.
I knew it was gonna trigger someone in here. That's why I said it.
Oh, yeah. You'll get me with the occasional word here and there.
Yeah, the other day I was debating some guy in the lobby, and he was throwing the pendulum as proof. And I asked him to formulate it into a hypothesis, and he said the independent variable was first the latitude. It's on, and then he switched it to something else, which didn't make sense either. I forgot, but yeah.
Is that wrong? Is that wrong? Latitude, where you started from?
Back to the boost thing. So I was just looking. Yeah, the server banner came at level 2 perks, but we get a vanity URL for the server now, so we can get some kind of we can apply some kind of cool looking background or something like that to the invite link.
Hold on. Does that mean we get our own URL so we can actually give out a .com or what?
Yeah, that's what it means pretty much. Indio made it yesterday. I asked them, I was like, hey, dude, we just got server 3. I boosted it so we could get that. I'm like, do whatever you got to do to get the perks ready. Because I know he did it last time because we've hit server level 3 a couple months back, So he actually went and did the vanity URL. Once you get to server 3, it comes back. Even you don't have to redo it. Everything that you ever did, it just comes back. It's pretty cool. You don't have to go back and redo everything.
So what's the invite link look like now then?
What was that?
What's that look like? The vanity URL. What is it? What exactly?
Let me hop on my laptop and I'll take a screenshot. Because the phone is limited to that thing, I think. I don't think I could see the vanity URL with my phone.
Well, is it instead of having cryptogram type letters and numbers, you actually just get the link instead of saying join IG XXX, it just says join 24/7?
Do you mean because I've been posting it for quite a while? It's like a big, massive banner. When you post it on Twitter, the link from here to invite people, it's the it's like the dome. The big model of the. It's a big thing.
Yeah,
Is that what you mean?
That's kind of what I thought. Yeah, I think that's what it is.
Do you want me to post it? I'll post it out in Twitter and take a screenshot of it so you can see what.
Yeah, do that.
What does that mean? What does that do for us?
It just looks fancy when you're inviting people to the server.
It's branding, bro. You have a more cohesive brand identity, people take you more seriously, and they have a greater impression of you from the start.
Yeah, boom. Boom, boom.
Well done, Zanik. There you go. That's what it looks like when I just copy and paste the link and then send it. Then that's what it looks like at the other end.
Okay, that's pretty cool. but that's been happening ever since we hit 3 a while back. Even though
I think that's always happened. I mean, I can't remember that not happening, and I've been doing that for, I don't know, a lot of time. I mean, the picture's changed, but that sort of a link has always gone out as far as I can remember. It's never just been like a little bit of code or anything. It's always changed to that big picture. I suppose you could put 24/7 in the picture a bit better. It'd be a bit more striking then, wouldn't it?
I would just have the dome then underneath it, but 24/7.
Yeah, the little join the 24/7 Flat Earth Discord is it's lost in the pictures. It needs a bit more in the picture, I think.
Little House on the Prairie. I used to like that in some ways. I used to think that was so cool about, when I would be in a gymnasium and I would be lying on the gym floor and just looking across the floor. It just looked like for me the floor went on forever, but when I stood up, it was like, I could see everything. I don't know why. When I was younger,
yeah,
I would, lie on the gym floor, like if they want me to do push-ups or something, right?
Yeah.
Well, every time I looked across the floor, it looked cool to me because it looked like the floor went on forever, and I couldn't see where it ended, at the wall.
Oh, I got you. Yeah.
So, but when I stood up, I could see where where it ended at the wall.
Well, you never knew until now you would have to do push-ups forever.
Wait, what? No! That's not what I was saying.
I know, I'm sorry. Well, say it then. Do it.
Do what?
Say your point. Do it.
My point is that with what they were saying that they were right, it's all about angular resolution, and it's one of the most simplest things. I didn't even know that, that what it was until like, a while ago, what angular resolution was. And yeah,
I don't buy angular resolution. I don't buy.
But it's something but it's something that happens to you every freaking day that you see, when you go out driving, when you go out walking, when you're going down the long hallway,
Why would you say you don't buy angular resolution? That doesn't seem like a logically coherent.
I don't buy that explanation. Okay, that's what I meant.
You mean that it won't cause the bottoms of things to disappear?
Yeah, correct. We're going back to the whole top doesn't disappear when you
Doesn't matter
raise
what
your
the
elevation
top does,
angle. Hold on.
anything. If I can
Hold on.
demonstrate to you that the
Hold
bottoms
on.
disappear,
When
then
you raise your elevation angle, yeah, there's no plane to intersect with that, but it should be the same thing. Why not?
well, I mean, we just spent, and me specifically, a lot of you specific explanations.
No, go explain it again. I must have missed it. I'm sorry.
Well, I mean, it is
It's
recorded,
ridiculous
so you
for
can
you
listen
to.
back to it.
Yeah, dude. I mean, for real, man. I mean, you don't buy angular resolution. That's a ridiculous statement. I mean, it's not even.
No, I don't
Whether
buy
it's
it. I
across a
don't buy
plane.
that. I don't buy that it changes when you're raising elevation. Is what I'm saying. Okay, I do agree that it happens. Okay.
When you raise an elevation, it's the same thing.
Yeah,
Like, I
exactly.
mean, you could be
So why does it
standing.
not disappear from the top?
Oh, God help us, or God help this
us
person.
all. Help me.
Hey, this
Help
seems
me.
to be the theme of the day. These
Well,
blowies are coming and taking shit, talking about that.
Why do you think the
Do
top
you
would
want
be
to
disappearing?
Wait, hold on. Monkey
Oh,
Sage, is angular
Yeah.
resolution a thing?
Yeah, it is. 100%.
Okay, cool. Did we explain it wrong?
I don't think so.
Yes
I
or
think you
no? That's
explained it
a
right.
yes or no.
I think you explained it right. I was saying, God damn it.
Okay, then what don't you buy about it?
The top part, when you raise your elevation, if it disappears from the bottom because the angular resolution
What are you
to your
looking
eye
at?
gets too
What are you
small.
looking at? I mean, are you looking at the object? What do you mean the top part? You're gonna have to explain yourself here, brother. You're gonna have to explain yourself. What do you mean by the top part?
Correct. I'm trying to. So if you look at the bottom part of a thing and it disappears because the angle is too small, right? And then you go to the top of that thing and you look at it, the angle gets too small from the top, so it should disappear from the top. But it doesn't. It does
You're
not.
looking at the bottom, but now you're looking at the top.
Yeah, correct.
So
yeah.
you went
See
from
that?
the
See how
bottom.
that
You're
works?
looking at the bottom.
See how that
Now
works?
you're looking at the
Yeah.
top.
Correct.
Two different parts.
Right,
you're
but
looking at
do
the
you
bottom.
have
Now you're looking at the top.
No.
I mean, that's what I was saying. I mean, you're looking at the bottom. Now you don't see it anymore. Now you're looking at the top, and you do see it. Is that where you're confused? Is that where the
How does
confusion
that
comes in?
work?
Because you're looking at the top because you can't see the
No,
bottom
bro.
anymore.
No, you. All right. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because you have when you're looking at the top of something, you have a wider view because you're looking at the top of it.
Well, what was just
Wider angle
explained?
of view.
What was just explained was that at the top you don't have a surface. It's a surface, right? That's what we're saying.
No. Jesus Christ.
No, I'm pretty sure that's the most accepted explanation is there's a surface. But there's no surface at the top, so it doesn't work the same way.
That's why. That's why you can see it. That's why you can see it.
That's why the effect's not happening. So about half an hour ago, do the demonstration with a ceiling.
Yeah, it's all bullshit.
Okay, call it bullshit if you want. I mean, just believe whatever you want. We
You
don't
know,
care. I'm just.
I mean, I
you
know.
asked for an
It's fine.
explanation. We gave it to you.
No, you didn't.
Yes,
No,
we
you
did.
didn't.
Dude, I just asked you if you agree with if we gave you a good explanation of angular resolution, and you said yes, and now you're
It
just
doesn't
saying
work the same way from the top. It doesn't work the same way from the top.
Why is that?
there is
Why?
no from
Why?
the top.
Why? No.
Yeah,
Hold on.
what is making you
What's
think that it would?
changed?
People are roboting. I can't hear.
What's changed? Why does that happen when you've increased your altitude? What's changed?
Okay, so what has changed from the top?
No,
Yeah,
even from the.
that's a good question.
I was just saying, it depends on where you look. If you're looking at the bottom and you can't see it anymore, but then you look at the top and you can see the top, you're looking at the top. You're not looking at the bottom anymore.
So you're roboting real bad for me. I don't know if it's just me.
Helio wasn't roboting for me.
Helio
wasn't
is
me
like
roboting.
roboting for me.
Maybe leave and rejoin if you've got a problem. I might do so.
No, I did leave and rejoin because I heard a
No,
couple
well, I
people
wasn't talking to. I
roboting, and
wasn't talking to you. I was talking to Monkey Sage.
been a problem tonight, where I couldn't hear certain people, and so I just jump out and jump back in. But yeah, I mean, that's where it, like I was saying earlier, it depends on where you're looking, especially when you're looking across a plane. It definitely depends on where you're looking. Just like I was saying earlier, if you see a boat, you can see the top of the boat still, but you can't see the bottom. You go up 100 feet and you can see the whole boat again. Are you looking at the boat, or are you looking at the horizon that supposedly obscured the boat first? Well, oh, I can see the whole boat again. That means it's curvature. No, you're looking at the boat. You're not looking at the fucking horizon.
Oh. All right. The point in question is, why would a visual phenomena that seems to primarily occur when an object and a surface meet, or two non-analogous color fields versus where there is none of the same relationship? So you have two different physical relationships. In one, you have three objects: the optic, the object, and the surface. And in the other, you just have two objects: the optic and the object in free space. So the question would be, why is it that visually what ultimately is rendered in the optic is different in those two scenarios? Well, the answer is obvious, because they're not the same scenario. So you're operating on an assumption that thus should happen. It doesn't seem to happen in the way that you think it should. Therefore, you're throwing the baby out with the bathwater. That's erroneous logic.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Now, to be fair to all members present, okay, the fact that you said it's all bullshit after pressed, when you were clearly explained this multiple times, shows that you now need to be sincere and do the legwork on your own and stop asking other people for explanations. You need to actually go out and do the observations, or seek explanations from other sources where you can ingest it at your pace. But to constantly be given answers that are perfectly adequate, and then to come to the same conclusion at the end and just hand wave dismiss it as bullshit, is just no longer worth any of our times. So I'd be happy to give you one of my favorite videos. It's a compilation of 5 episodes where this guy talks about the subject in a very entertaining way, in my opinion. So it's not boring. Like, not many people can handle the Life is Short video, because it makes you want to jump in front of a train because it's boring. However, it's very informative. So you might want to whet your appetite with something a little more entertaining. I'll be happy to share it with you, but you need to spend the time to watch it. You need to spend the time to do practical examples in your own, go out with your own eyeballs, with your own camera, and do it. Now that you've been challenged to do so from this point forward, it's your responsibility.
AI, can you check your input sensitivity? You seem to be clipping a lot. I hear what you're saying, but you're clipping out and stuff. Just wait.
I'm sorry I brought this all up again. I would just,
It's all right.
No, it's all good. Yeah, it's all relevant, man. So, I mean, this is no, you didn't bring it back up, Earl. The other guy, after we all have taken our time to explain, our version of how we understand this to him, and he's just still asking the same damn question.
Yeah.
Who's the guy? Who's the guy in question, so I can send him the video?
Why are you mad at people asking the
Monkey
same
Sage, I think.
Oh, we're not mad at you. It's just it's frustrating.
Yeah, that's fair.
For the same topics over and over and over, because that's what we're here for. Because new people join all the time.
Well, everyone wants to know. Everyone wants to know. Come on.
Wants to know what?
The answer to fucking life and the secret of everything.
The meaning of life, it's 42. We already, we already know that.
Right. Everybody wants to know, and a lot of people ask other people the answer. But there comes a time where asking questions is over, and it's now your responsibility to do something. And
The
that is
real-
what you're being challenged here today. I'm going to give you some information. You're going to look at it. And then from there, you're going to come up with a practical methodology in your own life with your own equipment that you can afford. You can even do it for free.
You're
And
gonna
actually
be
prove
mad
this
if
to
they don't
yourself.
agree with it.
The-
You're gonna be
Doesn't
mad.
matter.
Who cares? I
The
don't care if they agree with
conversation
what
will
I say.
evolve. If you do the work, the conversation will evolve and it will be apparent.
The thing also is, it's not asking other people what's the meaning of life. The question is, what's the meaning of life to you? That's the real question, you know.
Oh, props to you
What?
for
What?
coming and
Wait.
asking the
What?
questions. You know, I mean, to be honest, I mean, a lot of people won't even ask the question. I mean, there are hundreds of millions of people out there that would never come into a conversation like this. So props to you for that, at the very least, Monkey.
Well, how many have you recruited? You've recruited a bunch of people here. Come on.
Don't recruit anybody. There's no recruiters here, man. We
Shut
enjoy
up.
having the
You
conversation.
shut up. You've recruited people here. You liar.
I try to get people to come. I'm seeking the seekers, people that are seeking knowledge, that want to have this conversation. Yeah, I do. I'm just like, hey, come over here and talk about this.
I'm not blaming you for it.
People can come and go as they please. If they want to stay and hang out and be a part of what we're about, hey, fine. We're not putting a freaking semi-automatic weapon to their head and saying, hey, you don't have to, you don't
Stop
need to
putting
go
a
to
semi-automatic weapon to my head.
I'm not. Oh, forget it. You know what? Sometimes
you're right,
you have to
Earl.
let the
It's like, yeah,
lost
we're not-
sheep go.
Yeah, nobody's forcing anyone to have this conversation. I mean, they can listen. They can listen on YouTube, or they can listen in here. You know, if they have a question, we'll answer their question. If they want to debate, we'll debate them. You know, that.
Come on.
Yeah, it is. Get in there, give us
it's
your
a free
scientific
platform.
evidence for your spinning ball religion as well. Come on.
Those balls. Gotta stand up the balls. Of course.
Yeah, we all heliosexuals are welcome.
Yo, calm down.
Anyway, I'll just play. But no, I mean, it's not. Yeah, you say I'm recruiting people to. No, yeah, I'm recruiting people to come into the Discord server because we want to talk to people, bro. Damn it, hell yeah, man! That's why I created the YouTube channel, so we can have people come in here and talk about this. But if you don't want to talk about it, don't freaking jump in here and talk about it.
Yeah.
It's your choice.
I was just holding that against you as like a fake thing, you know?
All right, cool. Because I mean, most people won't. They don't.
Helio, you're all right, man. You're all right. That's fine.
Monkey, we're not going to talk about this thing's disappearing from the bottom up, right?
Yeah.
But we are going to move past that argument. We are going to tell you that we see things further than things disappearing from the bottom up. That we should do on the ball. You understand this, yeah? Even though the bottom of the Chicago skyline might be missing, we shouldn't see the fucking thing in the first place, right? So kind of where it doesn't matter at the end of the day whether the bottom of it's missing, because that can be explained away, especially at distance with obviously atmospheric refraction.
Well, it does matter somewhat, right?
Well, exactly. No, this is the point. It does matter when we're talking about making an observation over dependent on your angle, the optic that you're using that we've spoken about for nearly 2 hours, the atmosphere that you're looking through at a thing at distance, because that causes atmospheric refraction. You have to take these things Earth go. That thing is missing, and we can explain it away. Three different things you must take account of before you assert Earth curve. We still see things in the distance past.
Yeah, I can't say you're wrong. I can't say you're wrong. That might be true. Sure.
Yeah, exactly. So the kind of argument for the last hour of why these things happen, they do happen.
Yeah.
And we see further than that.
The problem is when you see things that are too far or whatever, right?
Yeah, absolutely, 100%. Because the ball's got a prediction in it from you, a 6 foot observer with distance. That
Yeah, but if you
interest that you're
do see
observing.
things, that are too far, like what? How do you do that? Like that's the question, I guess.
Well, yeah, but this is what you do when you're
It's
using more
No,
power.
what like
So,
like
this
why do
is
you see them too
well,
far?
because
Why?
they're there, because they're directly in front of you, and the only
Well, but some
reason
things you don't see things that are too far. Some things you do.
exactly depend on the power of the optic that you are using. The P900 or I'll give you probably the best on the market, or anything else that you want to use must be taken account of. The amount of atmosphere, something at 10 miles and then at 20 miles worth of atmosphere
And
that you
then
have to
all of a
take account
sudden
of.
it drops off. You don't see that anymore after that. Like
Because eventually things get too far away for you to see. And if you are a 6-foot
is that
observer,
why?
remember we were talking
Is that
about
why?
angles.
Does it get
Sorry.
smaller and smaller until you can't see it, or does it goes down? I think.
Well, talking about the top of the
objects that you're looking at never get smaller. Never
Yeah,
get
yeah.
smaller. They're the same size, but you get further away from them.
No, it would get smaller.
Why does the top descend downwards? Is that what you're asking? Why does the top descend down?
Why does it have a prejudice towards one way? Yeah, that's what I'm asking.
It doesn't, but the things have been right. They're up in the atmosphere. They're usually not in the floor. What AI was talking about removing the color field because the floor is kind of solid, right? So you're looking into the atmosphere. So the light's going down the street again. The lights are descending from your perspective towards the horizon, going down, right? But the street lights not actually changing in altitude, are they?
Yeah, that's fair.
As well,
Sure.
going across your head, not changing in altitude, but descending down towards the horizon. So this is why the top's going down.
But they
So
get
things
smaller.
appear to get smaller in the distance. It's the same as putting your hand in front of your face. It's covering the majority
But
of the
sun
angles
doesn't though. Yeah, I
different
mean that's all. That's why we're all arguing about this shit. The sun doesn't do that, right?
Sun doesn't do what?
Get smaller as it goes away.
That would depend on the atmosphere.
No, it doesn't though.
Because
That's why we're all arguing.
because sometimes it does. Sometimes the sun disappears evenly or a tiny pinprick before it even touches the horizon.
Does it?
This would
alright,
depend
I'll
on the
believe
atmosphere.
you.
Yeah,
Alright.
this, and I'll tell you why. Because it would be dependent on the atmosphere. If it's a dry atmosphere, not very moist things kind of add kind of magnification to things, right? So a dry atmosphere, right, from a little bit of altitude where it's kind of crisp, the sun will, from time to time, disappear very small into a tiny spot before it even touches the horizon.
So that wouldn't be a normal thing though, right?
Well, no, but because it happens, and it's happening because of the atmosphere that you're looking at a light source through, then you must take account for it. And to make the claim that the sun never does isn't true.
Sure.
It's very dependent on
Have to explain how it happened once, sure.
It's not just once, it will happen. It's not once ever in history.
Well,
Yeah,
however often it is, sure.
Yeah. So it just happens. But what's that akin to
Could
seeing
that-
the bottom?
Could that be explained on the helium model? Like it could, I guess.
I guess so, if you really wanted to argue the toss over it, but the sun disappearing into a tiny
now we're all on a
pinprick when you've only moved 90 degrees around the sphere away from the sun. So
yeah.
Not that far. Halfway down the radius, fucking hell. So about 1,000 miles maybe. It's not going to change that much, is it? I don't know. We're 3 million miles closer and 3 million away.
It's quite a bit, right? Yeah.
Yeah. There's some instances around our elliptical orbit around the sun we're 3 million miles closer. Get a bigger sky when we do that.
Now we're on the other side. Like, what's up with that? It's weird.
Yeah. So what the sun does in the sky is always, got to be compared to, right, or at least the atmosphere that we look as a flat earth. I don't know the size or distance to. So we just see what it does through different types of atmosphere. It does sometimes get smaller, sometimes it does get bigger.
It's hard to. I don't know how to explain to see that far. It's too far to see the sun.
But it's there, right? So you can see it because
too
it's there.
far. It's way far. Like even if it's not 90 million miles, it's 4,000 miles, whatever it is. It's too far.
Yeah, don't know what the sun is. Man.
We shouldn't even see it, though.
Why not? We do. Do you mean we shouldn't? You're trying to say that if a light source was closer and smaller, we wouldn't see it. We do. There is some. It's obviously there. It's obviously a size and distance apparently, or that's the actual physical sun or
Well, yeah, I
reflection.
mean, obviously we see something. Yeah.
So it's there. And it
Well,
does what it does.
I mean, that's fair, but I'm just trying to figure out how we even do or see it or know what it is. Like,
Are the concepts we're bringing up to you tonight, Monkey, or today, are they very?
yeah.
Are they very complex? And so you're asking all kinds
Well,
of questions.
is measuring the sun very complex?
Yeah.
You know, when we spent over an hour with you on perspective, measuring the sun.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Helio. I didn't mean to waste your time. You go for it.
Time, bro. No, this is good stuff. But I'm wondering if you personally are gathering the information and like. Well, right. You know me.
Sorry, mic off.
That's fine.
I'm live streaming. Are you all right with that? Or, stop.
Prefer not to.